Hello, this video will demonstrate how to post a job looking for a CRNA if you are a hospital. First, go to the home page at GasWork.com and click on the red CRNA button. Then click on Post a CRNA Job. That'll take you to the login page. If you're already registered, you can go ahead and log in. If you're not registered yet, then you'll need to register with GasWork.com. Click Login. This will bring you to the form, which is posting a job looking for a CRNA. For a normal post, it's free, but may not be displayed for 48 hours. For priority posting, you can pay a small fee to get higher visibility and also be posted on Facebook and Twitter. You can put private notes here that will not be displayed to other users. For your facility, you can click in your facility. And we will enter testing because we're not, it's not a real job here. And fill in the city and the state. The asterisk and bolded fields are required. The fields that are bolded but not asterisk are important. Obviously the facility website would be important for your candidates to find you. Full-time position, you can enter a minimum income for a CRNA and then the maximum income for a CRNA here. And then a brief description, which is limited to 140 characters, Twitter limit. And then a full description. You can add quite a bit of information here. The employment status is W-2 or 1099, or perhaps you don't know, or it could be either one. Start date you can put there, or immediate. Definite jobs refers to the position, not the candidate. Most job posts will be a definite job. Pending would be something that's not fully funded or hasn't quite been determined. And then the CRNA call status, you can put how often they're going to be on call, like every fortnight, first call. And then do they have the day off after call? And then how often it'll be on second call. And maybe they're on call every 10th night for second call. And this is important, how often they'll be doing the type of cases. Are they going to be doing chronic pain? Probably not, so they would never. Or cardiac anesthesia, thoracic anesthesia, major vascular, obstetric, sometimes pediatric, sometimes neuroanesthesia, perhaps rarely, trauma rarely, critical care never, outpatient anesthesia usually, office-based anesthesia never, administrative leadership duties rarely, regional anesthesia sometimes, pre-op screening clinic, sometimes orthopedic anesthesia, sometimes acute pain service, maybe you don't know, could be unknown. And then any other duties you can type in here. And then what percentage of the time will the CRNA be medically directed? You could put that they're never medically directed, and if they are medically directed, then you could put who administers the induction agent. How many CRNAs do you need? Is this a chief CRNA position? And then if there's any anesthesiologists in the practice, perhaps not. And the number of CRNAs, full-time, part-time, number of AAs, technicians, and then is the CRNA going to be putting central lines in? Rarely. Art lines, rarely. Is there possible answers here? You're basically trying to let the CRNA know what they're going to be doing. If you don't know, just leave it blank. But if you do know, it's helpful to put it in, because the CRNA can determine if they have those skills. And this is subspecialty fellowship required, and if so, which specialty? State license required. National Board of Certification, Recertification, Nurse Anesthetist. And ACLS, very commonly required. PALS, not quite as much. New graduates. And is there a sign-on bonus? And how many? If you get the bonus, how long do you have to stay? Do you pay the malpractice? How much is the malpractice coverage? And again, you may not know the answer to these questions, and if you don't know them, then just leave them blank. They're not required fields. And you can, but if you know it, it's helpful to put it up. I'll just put in some answers here. But basically, you go through and fill out the rest of the answers here with the company name and contact name here. And then click how you like to be contacted is pretty important, and click continue. And then then you can check everything to make sure you've got it the way you wanted it. And when you have it the way you wanted it, then you can click on Submit Post. And at that point, it's been submitted, but it has to be approved. So that's the end of the recording. That's all you have to do. Thanks.